All right, everyone. Question of the day. When dealing with returns, is there a way to make it to where you don't have to pay for their return shipping label or no? So I'll tell you what my experience with that. Number one, dealing with returns. So first off, I am a top rated plus seller. The requirements to be a top rated plus is first you have to become a top rated seller. Those requirements are seen in your seller level. It gives you a description of what requirements you have to meet to become a top rated seller. Then from that point to become a top rated plus, you just have to do two things. One is change all your handling time to 1 day and offer free returns. So with your question, if your item is an item not as described and you do not offer free returns, you will be required to pay for the shipping label to come back to you. And some of you probably saying, well, you got to pay it anyway, blah, blah, blah. Well, you're right. That's why I offer free returns. It doesn't matter what happens. You're going to pay for a return label. Now, here's why I do free returns, because it qualifies me for top rated plus. With top rated plus, I get a 10% discount on all my fees. There's a positive alone right there. We want to let less fees as possible, right? Number two is when an item is returned to you as a top rated plus seller, you have the option to only refund the buyer up to 50% of what they paid for that item. There's certain reasons why you would do that. Say you sent them a new item. They've opened the item. It's no longer new. The package is not sealed. You can deduct from that because now it's a used item that you have to resell. As far as paying for a shipping label, come back. You do not have to pay for that shipping label. You don't have to refund them the cost of that shipping label as a top rated plus seller. You have that option in your returns. Also, another key thing I want to cover with the returns is that if you have a return, do not, under no circumstances whatsoever, I don't care if they send you a message threatening you that they're going to leave you negative feedback or they're threatening you in any kind of way, shape, or form, do not refund them their money until you have your item in your hand. Meaning they've returned the item to you. The only time I refund somebody before I get my item back is if I sell a glass item, they send me a picture of it broken. There's no reason for me to send me back and that item. There's no reason for me to go through that whole hassle. Just refund the buyer. I have low cost of goods anyway, so it's not going to hurt me a whole lot. But if someone says, well, it's broken and they won't send you pictures, send them a label. Have them send it back to you. Make them send it back to you. I will tell you this. A lot of times, there have been many times that someone's opened a return, and before they've opened return, they wanted their money back, this, that, and the other. And I said, that's fine. Please open a return, and we will refund your money. And that's true, because you open a return, they send that item back. I'm going to refund them their money when I have the item in my hands. When I tell them that 9 times out of 10, the return is closed, they let it expire past the expiration date and it's closed in my favor, I no longer owe them money. They kept the item that they said they didn't want to start with. So you have to play the game that they're playing with you guys. You know, I made the mistake when I first started. Someone said something was broken. Instead of I panicked. I had no idea. They threatened me with negative feedback. I did not know anything back then when I first started. What did I do? I refunded them $150 for an item, right? Well, now today, if somebody did that to me, I would not refund them the money until they send me the item back. If they send you a message threatening you with negative feedback, that's called feedback extortion. You can report them to eBay, and that will send the ding to their account, and they handle all, eBay handles all that. And then they can't put negative feedback on your account. Guys, if the case is closed in your favor, they can't put negative feedback on your account. So in returns, yes, you have to pay for a label, and no, you don't have to pay for a label if you're top rated plus seller. So guys, I hope this helped you out. I hope this answered a lot of questions. If anybody's got any comments, please leave them in below, and we'll catch you on the next one. you.